Hello again, Keith Loki back with another series. It's going to be probably posted on the same days as Command and Conquer is now, but I just wanted to get a bit more variety in my games because I really like doing throwback games for Tuesday and Thursdays, and one of the other games that I grew up with was this game. I need to actually verify the sounds are still down. But this is Stronghold. This was released in the late 90s, I believe, by Firefly Studios. They released a bunch of later iterations, such as Stronghold Crusaders, then sequels to Stronghold 2 and Stronghold Crusaders 2 that were okay, and then Stronghold 3, which, in my own opinion, was really far off from what the game used to be. And then Stronghold Kingdoms, which is a horrible pay-to-win game. And I spent 3 years playing that, which so much time wasted in that game. But it was entertaining being on top of the leaderboards on World. I think won for about a year with one of the bigger factions. But in this one, we are going to be doing the campaign, the military one. But there is a bunch of other options. But this is going to follow the same thing we do for Command and Conquer. Depending on how long some of the missions take, we might for the first video or two be doing 2 to 3 missions, while in later videos we could be doing one mission spread out over 2 to 3 videos. If that happens, I'll probably post those videos on the same day anyway. But let's begin. The first mission, I believe, is actually pretty easy, and the story in this is really nice, especially with all the graphics and such.
As soon as the king had marched his army into the barbarian homeland, rumors began of a plot to seize the throne. When news came of the king's capture, the country was invaded. Several nobles, including your father, sought to end the bloodshed, but on the way to meet for negotiations, their party was massacred by a band of unknown raiders. Bruised and exhausted, you have been beaten back to a forest on an overlooked peninsula where a small group of loyal troops are hiding. Although the country is lost, maybe from this refuge you can at least avenge your father's death.
I say we act now and strike while the iron is hot.
No. The few men we have would be cut down like lambs to the slaughter. We need time to gather our forces.
Nonsense. I shall take 6 of my finest men into enemy territory by the cover of darkness and...
No, just listen.
I remember growing up with
men
this
are
game
close to
so much. It was one of my favorite
This
games
is what we
when
must do.
I started playing video games.
The debate rages on well into the night, but eventually Lord Woolsack takes you to one side.
Sir Longarm tells me he knew your father well.
They actually have
Which is why I'm
a
giving you
HD
your
remake of
chance
this
to prove
on
yourself. It is
Steam
time
now
you got
for
your
it,
first
so
taste of command.
it's like $5.50 for it, so it's worth checking out. It's one of the good classics. Okay, so first mission is just
we
an
need
easy.
you to oversee
It's more of
the
a
setting
tutorial
up of
mission than anything.
good-sized base camp. Start by finding a suitable clearing.
So we just need to
then
get 20
use
meat
some
wood,
of the wood,
or 20 meat,
plentiful
40
in this
wood.
area, to begin your construction.
Hints are just general hints, and then we have the encyclopedia, which explains all the parts we'll have. But with this, it's not gonna be that hard of a mission.
Cite your castle, my
Cite your
That goes
granary,
there.
sire.
The granary is where we store all of our food. You can put multiple down, but in this we're only going to need one. And then where are the deer? The meat
This
is
building
like
has no labor, sire.
low-end resources. Like there's really not much work to it. Other resources take time, or other food resources take time. Like you
This
have
building has
cheese.
no labor, sire.
Cheese, which is made from cows. The cows can also be used for leather, but there's cheese, meat, bread, apples, and I don't know if there's another food resource, but there is another agricultural resource, which is hops. You can then make beer, which is then increases popularity multipliers. We'll go into that in later videos. We just need to get those unlocked, because this mission is going to be very simplistic. I always liked the art style of this game too. It was just very relaxed and calm. The music I always found soothing too. Let's put down
Wood needed.
more woodcutters and such. My favorite part of playing this game was also just designing your castle. Like, there'd be missions I'd play where I could easily finish the mission in about 15-20 minutes, but I'd end up playing that one mission for 2 to 3 hours, just fighting off the enemy, but also designing like an impenetrable castle. Where is our objectives? Yeah, we should have, okay, there it is. So yeah, once these guys start dropping off wood, I think they drop off about 16 wood each.
A message from your scribe.
That's a glitch.
Animal tracks have
12.
been reported in the area, sire.
Oh yeah, the wolves. So we are
Our food stocks
pretty
are
close to
dwindling,
our
my liege.
goal already. We just need two more things of wood and one more thing of meat, and we are done with this mission. So yeah, this first video is probably going to be, I'd say two or 3 missions, 3 at most. But yeah, we now have all the meat we need. Now we just need to wait on that wood. Also, I don't know about the audio in this. I did tweak a little bit and do a bit of testing, but for some reason with the recording software and the way this is being used on Steam, it's
A message from your scribe. Scouts are reporting
Oh, pack
that
of wolves.
packs of wolves are closing in on the castle.
I can't
We
alt
must
tab
get the
out
supplies
without
stored.
the whole game crashing, so I had to record 10 seconds, jump back out by exiting the game, then reopen this, and for some reason the Steam loading this would take like 5 minutes just to get it through the whole loading. Well, not 5 minutes, probably about 2 minutes. I spent like probably about 20 minutes trying to get this all set up properly, and the first issue I had was I had the frame rate up to what was the frames I had? I had it at 60 because I like to record Kerbal Space Program at really, really high quality. But for this, it shouldn't be too bad with having to worry about it being too choppy. And we beat this mission. But in this, for some reason, it was causing us to have massive issues of
Whilst the men
the whole
frantically
recording just
ferry
chopping
precious
up.
supplies into the granary, Sir Longarm and Lord Woolsack ride into the camp.
Job well done. Not too bad for your first attempt.
No, no, no! The fool has pitched camp in the middle of the wolves' migration track.
Good. It will give the men some well-needed practice before we make our strike.
Poof! Now I have no choice but to send out a scout to find a
Also
more
gonna have to get a
permanent
different
position.
lighting setup for this, because right now I just have the overhead lamp and it's not really the best quality. But we have, I'll actually point out some of the other people in this. Like, we have the rat. He's by far the easiest enemy, and all the characters kind of follow their characters, because you have the rat, the snake, the pig, and the wolf. The rat uses just spearmen, and he builds pretty terrible castles. The snake is kind of all archers, but he's very economically sound. The pig uses mainly macemen and is really a drunkard for most of his production, and then the wolf is just all around badassery. But next mission, we'll have to finish a fort, and I think we have to defend ourselves from wolves, I believe.
Day by day, the camp becomes more overwhelmed by the wolves, and their persistent howling robs the men of sleep. The situation is about to get out of hand when Lord Woolsack's scout returns. Soon afterwards, you are summoned into the command tent.
Sir Longarm has convinced me to give you another chance. We have found the remains of an abandoned stockade.
Wolves plague this county every winter. So, we need you to get the stockade back up to scratch, quickly.
Failure is not an option this time. Just keep your eyes peeled.
To ensure the
So,
safety of your men,
this one's an easy
you are
mission
required to
too.
renovate the abandoned stockade before winter is upon us again.
Is on
Use
the
your
gatehouse.
archers to kill off any wolves that threaten your peasants.
Okay.
Sight your granary,
this mission.
sire.
That's another great thing about this game is just the ability to flatten stuff. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have built more woodcutters huts. So we got wolves up top, and I don't know where else. I think that's the only area. There's just a good little horde of wolves. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to kill them all off, but we don't have any more archers than what we got
Instructions!
here. 4. That should be enough to take them out. It's like 2 arrows will kill a wolf, and then if need be, I can throw my king out at them. But I remember you could actually move him around. Maybe only up on the walls? No? What? I remember you used to be able to move him around. I used to play the demo version on Steam, or no, on GameSpy. That was, I don't even know how long ago now. Like, if I had to think about it, quite a long damn time. And we would, there was one guy I used to play with a lot. We'd take the Lord, put him in an area, and build giant walls around him, and just try to see you could kill each other's Lord faster by just firing arrows at it. And it's not like the arrows go up and go straight down into the hole. It would end up hitting the walls and all that. They aren't perfectly accurate. With this, we'll build another, I'd say 2, and then we'd have, well, we'll build 3 and then a meat hut. Hunter's post. We got a good supply of deer on this map too, but we won't be needing all of them. I like how all the buildings also have a little graphic to go with them.
No change in the
Our
treasury
food
lords
Well, most of
are
them do.
dwindling, my liege.
These are, this is one of the games I wanted to, one of the style of games I want to start creating when I actually get finished with school. Because these are like, probably one of my favorite style of games. Then there's, Caesar and Pharaoh and other ones from Syria back in the day. I kind of miss that they don't make games anymore, just like how Westwood doesn't make games anymore. They're like the top real-time strategy and city builders of their time. As soon as these guys get all that wood back, we should be able to close up. I'm also going to throw down
Wood needed.
wooden gatehouse just over here, just to, so they have a way to get in. I don't know how long it takes for them to start attacking, but those wolves will come up at us. There's only 1, 2, 3, 10 of them, but a good horde of wolves can really screw you over. Like, there's a castle building mode in this where you just sit there and manage a castle that at first it was like you just build a castle, there was nothing to it, but then they added what was it, a cheat menu technically, which you could then spawn mood modifiers and then also armies of like wolves and armies of troops and all that, and try and defend your base against them. Just added that extra layer of fun to it. Come on. Is that the only signpost on this map? I think it is. But the signposts denote where the enemy's actually going to spawn at if we have a map with enemies on it. So how close are we to finishing our We have all the meat we need. We just need to finish walling off this castle.
A message from your scribe. The wolves are on the prowl, sire.
And there come the wolves. If we're lucky... Oh, that's a lot more wolves than I thought.
Wood stocks are too low, sire.
Wolves are attacking, my lord.
Okay, we're gonna seal up this wall, and we are safe now. Complete the castle. Yeah, we have defeated them. So that's another mission done. I think I'm gonna do one more.
Victory!
Depending on the mission, it could take a lot longer than I think.
Well, at least you can complete half a task.
Job well done. Now, our men are secure, and we can send a hunting party into the next county to eradicate the wolves for good.
I suppose it must be done, but we have to proceed with caution, as that county is close to the enemy's border.
So, we are still in the neutral lands. This is another simple mission. The missions won't be that difficult till we actually start fighting people, and even then, we will be fighting the rat for a fair portion of the first few missions.
County. Find their lairs and wipe them out. It's them or us.
Find a hilltop and fortify yourself there using a mott and bailey.
Duke de Pouce has been patrolling the area of late, so it is vital you are not spotted, as we don't stand a chance against a full assault.
If you see that rat before I do, be sure you slice him open for me.
Okay, so we just have to
Construct a
eradicate the
Mott and
wolves
Bailey
now.
fortification and strengthen it with some towers. Then start bow production and raise a force of archers with which to eradicate the wolves that run riot there.
Okay.
Place a keep to site your castle, my liege. Site your granary, sire.
I'm gonna put the granary down there. How much wood do we have? We have a fair bit. So, we will go ahead and throw
Can't place that there,
a
my
couple
lord.
around. So we want to get as much wood as we can as quickly as possible. Put one there too, and another
A
one there.
message from your scribe. We'll have to work fast. These wolves are everywhere.
We have one wolf there. And we have no bows to start off with? That kind of sucks.
No taxes is one thing, but
No change in the treasury, lord.
a small gift.
One thing they did remove in the later iterations was the fact that you could
No taxes
click on these guys
is
and they
one
give you a little
thing,
bit of
but,
information,
What about a small gift?
which I found took away from the later iterations. I missed having them talk to you and all that. Like the where's the... I'll find them. There we go.
Morning, your lordship.
They all had something to say. They all had nice little pictures
no
beside
taxes
them.
is good taxes. That's my motto. No taxes is good taxes. That's my
Some of
motto.
a lower quality
no
than other ones,
taxes
though.
is good taxes. That's my motto.
But with this chunk of wood, we're gonna have that. 12 is 36, 36, 72, I think. That should be enough for us to put down. I'll put it down there now. We can build 2 Fletcher's workshops and work from there. Oh, and we have access to those now too. Decent. Another game I was looking into getting to do for Throwback Tuesday and Thursdays is Cultures, Northland. It's also only like $5.50 right now, and it was another game I played a lot of as a kid. When I first found it, the only version I could find was the Dutch version. I actually spent a fair portion of time with a notebook translating the Dutch to English, just so I knew what I was doing. I think I ended up having like 5 pages worth of translations done. Like, I even had to do the campaigns, which wasn't terrible. It was before I really knew what that I could easily do with Google Translate. Well, I couldn't easily do it. I have to write it down, then transfer it into Google Translate, so I just did it on paper. It was still fun, though. Oh,
Not
and
enough workers available to
I'm
run
also
this
going to
building.
need more workers.
Our food stocks are
We
dwindling.
have a fair bit of food, also. I'm probably going to put down another hut or... yeah, another 2 of those, just to be safe. I don't want to end up with no food. Because that's by far the worst thing to happen, which it's not a terrible thing. It's you see the little circle charging up. When that when the happiness goes below, I believe 50%, that will start ticking down. For every full revolution that you have ticking down once, you lose a guy. It will go through the ones around the fire pit first, so anyone sitting here will be gone first, but then it'll start ticking through all your worker buildings. I don't know if there's a certain difference it makes, like choice-wise, but it will sooner or later just completely remove your ability to do anything. And can we... yeah, we're gonna try and do this. Because sooner or later those guys are going to try and move up on us. So we're just gonna close them all in there for now. So we don't have to worry... oh. Well then. I think I noticed that, or would have been a bit unfortunate. So they're all sealed in there, they can't get to us. We'll wait on more wood before we use it, because we don't want to steal all the wood that's being used by the archers, or Fletcher shops. Yeah, I always love these graphics. It's a game, or another game that I played recently that came out, say about 2 or 3 years ago now, is Life is Feudal. It greatly reminded me of this game, and it was very fun playing, actually, being able to be one of the peasants instead of being a lord. I haven't played much of it recently, though. I find with most sandbox games, it reaches its inevitable end, where it's like not as enjoyable anymore or something like that. I don't really know why,
We await
but
orders.
I just haven't
await
touched it much in the
orders.
last little while. I did jump on the other night, but that was only after I finished recording some Command & Conquer, and then I just kind of got bored and stopped playing. I only played for maybe about 20 minutes. One big problem that game has is the servers die out real quickly. Like, it took us 2 weeks to build a castle and get all our production buildings all walled into that castle, and then the people that were hosting the server just stopped communicating with anyone on the server. Then the big other enemy groups stopped coming on, and then it turned into pretty much nothing. So we ended up moving to another server, and then I spent probably about half the time I was playing the other night running to the new base, and then stopped playing. One big problem that game has also is its limited to 64 players, which isn't that fun when you want to have a nice big town. They're actually coming out with a new version of it called Life is Feudal MMO, which will be a massively multiplayer online game version of it, but I don't know how well it's going to work out. I always find when that ends up happening,
Moving off.
the games kind of lose their... oh, shoot. Uh-oh.
We are losing a little money, my liege.
Uh-oh, what did I do?
We are losing a little money, my liege.
I clicked something I shouldn't have. Hold one. Missing.
Sir, Depuce's men have arrived. We can't allow them to give away our position.
Where are they? Ooh.
Archers,
Only a couple archers.
ready.
There we go, we got it back now. I don't know
My
what
bow is
happened there.
yours. Me lord, we are on our way. Leaving now. Can't get there, lord. Moving up. Arrows ready.
Come on. I don't know if it matters they get off the map or not.
We await orders.
Oh no,
We
they're just gonna
await
hide up in the
orders.
trees.
Notch arrows.
Yeah, if you can't see the enemy very well, you're not gonna be able to hit them, which kind of sucks. The area I'm at, I'm not gonna be able to easily hit them until they move closer.
Yes.
Come on. Not really gonna have much of an effect on me because they can't really hit where
Archers
all
ready.
my troops are.
Finding targets.
Come on.
My bow is yours.
I don't know why I can't hit them. Send my king
A
at them.
message from your scribe. The wolves are on the prowl, sire.
Can't do anything. Come
Me
on.
lord, we await orders. Instructions. We are on our way. We await orders. Take steady aim.
I think my hunters have hit more of them than I have, which it's because they're on the hilltop behind it. It's gonna take them quite a few archers
We
to
await
actually
orders. Yes.
harm my king.
The lord is under attack.
And they've given up. Decent.
Archers, my bow is yours.
So now we just gotta take out all these wolves.
Me lord, leaving now. Instructions.
Which
Moving
won't
up.
actually be too hard.
Gold needed.
And we're out of money. Ooh.
We are
Oh.
losing a little money, my liege.
Please, sire. I have a family to support.
Come on. Give me cash. Give me the cash. But yeah, even with these downright cool taxes, later in the game you're able to unlock buildings that will give us bonuses to happiness, meaning we can crank up the taxes to a really high amount. Like we can get a +8 alcohol tax or bonus, which would be a great boon right now, and then we can also get
We
What is
await
it?
orders. Yes.
where are you down
We
there?
are on our way. Archers, arrows, ready.
We can then get also I believe it's 8 from food. Like we can knock our rations up,
My bow is yours.
which means we can now have
No change.
2 taxes right now, which is only 1 archer every
Me lord,
little bit.
leaving now.
But later in the game you
Our
can get
gold stocks grow.
multiple food
Stocks
types,
are
which I think gives you a
dwindling, my
3 bonus. You can have wheat, meat, cheese, and apples, and then
Instructions. Finding
you can then have religion. Can't remember what else. There's a couple different
await
things. There's also
orders.
random bonuses, like the king getting married gives you a bonus for a
Yes.
while, and then there's the
Take
circus.
steady aim.
Whoops.
Arrows ready. Notch.
Then there's also the
arrows.
opposite effect. There's a popularity multiplier from good and bad buildings. If you have a lot of good buildings, it will lower your production. So say
Finding
you get
targets.
2 apple per harvester. If you increase
The
your
stockpile is full.
happiness with good buildings, you'll end up having your
Archers
production go
ready.
down. So instead of getting... What's left? Is there any wolves left? There we go. If you end up having it in the positive, your production goes down, so that 2 apples now
Victory.
turns to 1. If you end up... if you go into the negative, your production goes up. But with that also, it affects your troops' morale. Positive gives them a 50% boost, negative gives them a 50% handicap, which can really affect the course of battle. But with that mission complete, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you disliked it, leave a dislike, and I'd also love to hear from you, so please leave a comment. If you want to see future updates, I update Monday to Friday and sometimes Saturday. For Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's now going to be Command and Conquer and Stronghold for the foreseeable future. And that's just for Throwback Tuesday and Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is Kerbal's Space Program, along with Saturdays if I find a nice challenge. I thank you for watching. I'm Keith Loki, and you have a good night.